everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's reshaping our digital world as we speak. The incredible evolution from simple chatbots to sophisticated, smart, autonomous agents. If you've ever felt like your conversations with AI were a bit, well, robotic, get ready to have your mind blown. We're on the cusp of a revolution, and it's going to change everything. So, let's start with what we all know. Chatbots. For years, they've been our first point of contact for customer service, our quick answer machines, and sometimes our quirky digital companions. They operate on a simple principle. You ask a question, they scan their database for a pre-programmed answer. Think of it like a digital flowchart. If you ask about shipping times, the chatbot follows a specific path to give you that information. It's useful, for sure, but it's also incredibly limited. They can't learn, they can't reason, and they certainly can't handle anything they haven't been explicitly trained for. If you go off script, you hit a wall. I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. We've all been there, right? Frustrating. This is where the game changes. We're moving beyond these simple, reactive systems into the era of proactive, autonomous AI agents. Now, what exactly is an autonomous agent? Imagine an AI that doesn't just answer your questions, but anticipates your needs. An agent that doesn't just follow a script, but can create its own plan, execute complex tasks, and learn from the results. It's like upgrading from a basic calculator to a superpowered personal assistant who not only does the math, but also manages your finances, schedules your appointments, and even offers investment advice based on real-time market data. Let's break down the key differences. First, a chatbot is reactive. It waits for your input. An autonomous agent is proactive. It can initiate tasks on its own. For example, instead of you asking for a flight, you could just tell your agent, "I need to be in New York for a conference next Tuesday." The agent would then not only find and book the best flight, but also book a hotel near the venue, arrange for a car service from the airport, check you in online, add all the details to your calendar, and even find a top-rated restaurant for your client dinner. It handles the entire workflow from start to finish, without you having to manage each step. Second, chatbots have a fixed knowledge base. They only know what they've been told. Autonomous agents, powered by large language models and connected to the internet, have access to a vast, ever-expanding universe of information. They can research, analyze, and synthesize data in real time. This allows them to make informed decisions and solve problems that have no predefined solution. They can browse websites, use different software applications, and interact with various online services, just like a human would, but at an incredible speed and scale. And third, and perhaps most importantly, is the ability to reason and plan. This is the core of what makes an agent autonomous. When you give an agent a goal, it doesn't just look for a single answer. It breaks down the goal into smaller, manageable steps. It formulates a plan. For example, if your goal is to plan a weekend marketing campaign for our new product, the agent might start by researching the target audience, then analyze competitor campaigns, draft several versions of ad copy, design social media posts, schedule them to go live at peak engagement times, and finally, set up a system to track the campaign's performance. If one step fails, say a website is down, it can adapt its plan and find an alternative solution. This level of dynamic problem-solving is something a traditional chatbot could never dream of. So, how is this revolutionizing our interactions? Well, think about every industry. In e-commerce, an AI agent could become your personal shopper, learning your style, budget, and preferences to curate a personalized catalog just for you, even negotiating prices on your behalf. In healthcare, an agent could monitor a patient's vital signs, schedule follow-up appointments, manage prescriptions, and provide personalized health advice, freeing up doctors and nurses to focus on critical care. In the world of business, the potential is just staggering. Imagine entire teams of AI agents working together. One agent handles market research, another handles lead generation, a third manages customer support, and a fourth optimizes the supply chain. They communicate with each other, share data, and work collaboratively to achieve a company's strategic goals. This isn't science fiction. Companies are actively building and deploying these systems right now. We're talking about automating not just single tasks, but entire complex business processes. This shift represents a fundamental change in how we interact with technology. We're moving away from being a user who has to learn how to operate a complex piece of software to becoming a manager who simply states a goal and supervises an intelligent agent that carries it out. The interface is becoming a conversation. The complexity is handled by the AI, leaving us to focus on the bigger picture, on strategy, creativity, and human connection. Of course, this journey into the future isn't without its challenges. We need to address critical issues around security, privacy, and ethics. How do we ensure these powerful agents are used responsibly? How do we prevent them from making mistakes or being used for malicious purposes? What happens when an agent has access to our personal emails, financial accounts, and private data? These are the big questions that developers, policymakers, and all of us as a society need to grapple with as we navigate this new frontier. Building robust safety protocols and clear ethical guidelines is just as important as developing the technology itself. But the potential for positive impact is immense. Autonomous AI agents have the power to amplify human capability on an unprecedented scale. They can democratize skills that were once exclusive to experts, making complex tasks accessible to everyone. They can automate the mundane, freeing up our time and mental energy for more meaningful and creative pursuits. It's about creating a future where technology works for us in a truly intelligent and collaborative way. We're at the very beginning of this exciting new chapter in the story of AI. The transition from chatbots to autonomous agents is more than just a technological upgrade. It's a paradigm shift. It's changing the very definition of what's possible. The next few years are going to be a wild ride, and I, for one, can't wait to see where it takes us. What are your thoughts on this? Can you imagine using an autonomous agent in your daily life or work? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas and predictions. Thanks so much for watching, and if you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the future of technology. I'll see you in the next one.